Well, hello everyone, I am Fracture, and this is Let's Play Dragon Age Origins on the PC. This is Ultimate Edition with a few mods. Okay, we just finished a little side quest in Dust Town, and we're going to head into the Diamond Quarter for the first time. Let's see what we can make of it. Sorry, safety tip. Swallow coffee, don't inhale it. Alright. The other thing I did was, apparently these crashes I'm having, another thing to try is adjusting your processor affinity. So I've reduced the numbers of processors we're using, and we'll see if that makes any difference. We can also go into the, I was going to say the harrowing, but it's not the harrowing, it's the dwarven equivalent. It's the fights, but I think we actually get the invitation to do that from the Diamond Quarter. The Diamond Quarter is through here. Can you quarter a diamond? I suppose you can. I suppose the crystalline structure is square, is it? I don't know. I know some things, some types of crystals, you can't do something like quarter them, they just won't cleave that way. Anyway, ramble. Now, you can sit and chat with pretty much everybody here that isn't just named Noble and learn bits of information.
You have come at a difficult time. Orzammar is ailing for want of a king.
You can also learn things you already know.
Legion of the Dead sighted battling Darkspawn near Orzammar.
Oh, right.
They have no orders while throne stands empty. Make Harrowmont your king now.
So, yeah, the criers, every time you walk past them, they kind of update you based on your progress. So it's kind of neat. So this is obviously Harrowmont's estate, and Doolin would be his right hand for most things.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Doolin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
Well, I do have a treaty obligating you to help.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
Well, that's problematic for me, isn't it? How can I prove I'm not working for Balin?
That's a generous offer. If you mean it, you might attend the proving today. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
So you'd like me to enter the proving in Harrowmont's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I'm for it. A little fight on the side. Very ego boosting for me too. Prove that I'm the best and all that. An elf against dwarves. I don't know how well that would do politically, realistically, but well, I'll do both. I'll enter the proving and I'll see why these others withdrew.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the proving master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Alright, so if I continue this quest line, which I believe I will be doing, I've pretty much chosen Harrowmont as king. Of course, if you did this and you were intending to have Balin as king, you just screwed the pooch, as it were. I really don't think there's a lot of things to do here. For a noble sitting on the floor? Alright. I guess they can do what they want, right? Oh, good. Sneezing fits. Tercy. Who's Tercy?
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
How did you know I was under great strain? Because I'm standing on your kitchen table? Alright. Ooh. Don't mind me. I don't think it would fit. Can I? No. Oh, shoot. I didn't see a door. Ah, that's a very obvious door. Ooh, another silk carpet. That sounds like a euphemism.
Going.
That's actually a neat painting, painted on wood there. Yeah, this is definitely a man cave, isn't it? Except that should be some questionably clothed lass. Well, whoever this guy is, he was popular. Or they were having a sale. Oh. No, let's not go in there. I thought I was leaving. We can probably go in there and rob the place, but I have no intention of doing that. Not for the man who would be king. So, we can immediately...
Of the hour is Lord
Yeah, okay.
solution of the ancient plans. He refuses.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
Now, I think you can actually, and I think I'm going to try and do it, I think you can actually start turning all of these various lords and ladies in your favor, convincing them to vote Haramont, and you can have this go to a vote and do it that way. There's also a thing I did once with the proving, and that's I found some sort of... I could be thinking of something else completely, maybe as I played through as a dwarven character. But there was some sort of legendary helm involved, maybe as a prize for the proving. And I earned good favor by giving it to...
News of the hour. Lord Haramont's
So
insinuations
this is the
against
seat of the
Lord
king,
Balin reveal
except
the
he isn't
truth.
sitting there at the moment, I
Haramont be
suppose.
the true cause of
Well,
King
no, being
Edward's
dead,
death.
he's not.
Shocking allegations.
Okay, are you done? Thank you. He completely threw me off my... Anyway, yeah, I gained some favor by giving this prize helm to one of the fighters, and I'd like to try and reproduce that, but as I said, it may not have been at this point in the game. It may have been I was playing a dwarven character, so it was at my starting point in the game. I don't remember. We'll see. Royal Guard. Hey. No. I'm not breaking in. I'm trying to talk.
No one enters the prince's estate without an invitation.
All right. I have an invitation to the Christmas party. Will that do?
Oh, right.
Well, the throne room is heavily secured. I don't suppose it would be, though. You know, a lot of times these things are, well, no. They're open to the public for viewings. Ooh, look, the throne. Cool. It looks like an elaborate urinal. All right.
Huh.
When in doubt, rob the place.
And I'm off.
Ooh. Many of King Eldrin's belongings have been rushed into storage, including trophies of his long reign. Among the boxes is a small glass phylactery. Continue. Leave the vial alone. So this is another
Oh, right.
attack, basically. Another phylactery that breaks. Boy, I've got everything just outrageous, sudden itches and all sorts of things. Okay, so that summons a big ugly guy that I don't feel like fighting at the moment, so. Now, every time we loot those love letters, we get 3 of them, so I don't know, that might just be a
Yes.
bug in the messages. Hello. Your timing is awful, guys. Now you die.
Witnesses! Get them! A bit more right there.
Not bad. Oh, it fell down.
My magic will make short work of them.
Is that a pun?
That should not have taken as long as it
Gone
did.
well.
That's not very politically correct, Win.
By the ancestors. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Okay, through the... Nope. We can't burgle whatever they were burgling. Yeah, I guess we can. Here we go. Yeah. They would have found some old bath water, I guess.
Oh, right.
Well, there was a great deal of effort doomed to fail. You would think they would get that a lot, you know. Dwarves, miners. They got a whole city full of miners. You would think they would have some sort of detection system set up. You'd think every burglary in the place would come in through the floor. Alright, onward. We need more information. More information. Chamber of the Assembly. This is where they make kit cars, I guess. Alright, this guy, Vartag, is Balin's right-hand man. And if you're not paying attention, you can actually agree to be a double agent here. And I want to avoid that. I don't want to get there. It doesn't trap you in anything. I accidentally did it in one playthrough where I said, oh, you know, yes, you've heard about me and Harrowmont, but doesn't that make me the perfect double agent? And you can still get Harrowmont on the throne, so.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
Dulan Forender has asked me to fight in the proving today. No need to give him that. I'm just gonna say as little as possible to this guy. But not be rude. This treaty obliges Orzammar to send troops to the surface.
Ah, ancient documents indeed. These were signed in the reign of Eithnar Bimo, Paragon and King. That was 16 generations ago. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Good point. I've heard enough of your political difficulties. See, all these ending comments are kind of rude. Can I talk to Balin?
You must understand, Harrowmont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Balin can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Balin to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
Um, Knife in the heart. Balin is the only son who still lives.
You've been turned by Harriman's landers already. I should have known no soul in Orzammar would be neutral.
Then I will have to seek my aid from Harrimont instead. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter to make my stance known.
Wait. We must be cautious about whom to trust. But perhaps we could find a way. Harrimont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him.
You have weird
But
eyes,
if
sir.
a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrimont's deception.
Irrefutable evidence, which I suppose you have?
I'm certain my Lord
Camera
Prince would
blocking,
show
camera
his
blocking.
gratitude.
I'll have to think about this, and of course...
Don't expect this offer to last. If my prince hears you swore allegiance to his enemy, he won't be so friendly next time. I will be here if you change your mind.
Okay, so we're not going to bother with that, of course. This may be where I remember doing all of the political things, where we were talking with all the nobles and getting their vote. Maybe if you side with Balin. Siding with Harrimont might be more direct. What do we have here? The Shaperate. Ministry of Misinformation.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories? Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
Well, did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine! He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Okay. Well, I guess that's off to Dust Town again. Orta! How's it going, Orta?
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I, don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
That is a very unusual sculpture on the wall, and I kind of like it. Look good in my basement. That doesn't say much for my basement. What kind of research? Ooh, looking to hire for help. No, we do this for free. What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Okay. A Tig, it seems, is a noble house, and